Well, we're about to roll into a brand new month, and that means one thing and one thing only. It's time to talk about the brand new VR games coming out in August for Quest, PSVR 2 and PCVR. Get ready because there's some pretty dope titles here and some heavy maybes to stick around for at the end. I want to say a massive thank you to you guys and girls for supporting this channel. We are on the road to 50k, so if you could smash that subscribe button if you're new, massively appreciate it. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, then hit that like button too. Kicking this first off though, we are going into Hello Cruel World. In this VR horror puzzle game, it's just another day of you and your trusty stream chat, and a young woman trapped in an experimental torture test to see whether she'll break. Can you survive? Well, I guess you'll find out as you go through this, and it looks like there's some pretty gnarly things like getting your hand cut off, so maybe you won't. Who really knows? Either way, this looks like a really interesting VR horror, so keep your eyes peeled for this. It's going to be coming out very early this month. Next up, we have Gravity League. In a world where gravity is no longer a limitation, the Gravity League has become the ultimate test of your skills and endurance. Or basically, you play like space tennis. This looks quite interesting. It looks very cartoony and fun. It's going to be free to play as far as I'm aware as well. So this just looks like one of those sort of two-player games that can be a barrel of laughs, kind of like a blast on type thing, where you're going to get in there and depending on what sort of like whacker you're using, I don't know what else you'd call it, it looks like an interesting game nonetheless. So free to play. So if you want to check it out, well, there's no reason not to. All in one. Summer Sports VR. Well, this is looking like it's going to be the Wii Sports of VR, as it literally has everything you could possibly imagine, from like jet skiing, volleyball, swimming, cycling, frisbees, pretty cool looking frisbees actually, fishing, clay shooting, water polo, gun shooting, water basketball, and the water park. You'll be able to do real-time PvP multiplayer. 5 players can enjoy the multiplayer all at once, and there's a bunch of other things going on in this as well. Honestly, this looks like it could be quite fun for a bunch of friends to get into. As I said, it's just got that sort of like Wii Sports kind of look about it, so I'm kind of hoping it lives up to that hype. Fingers crossed. If this is good, it could be a real banger. Next up is The Burst. This is a parkour action-packed game. Now you have like really cool things going on about this game. You have like these sort of web grabber and slingers that are going to sort of pull you around, grappling hook around, as well as some cool parkour, some cool vehicle driving, and some dope looking shooting. Now I have tried this game out myself a long while back now, and it's finally making its way to actual release, which is super exciting for the developer, I'm sure. But nonetheless, this is one to keep an actual eye out for, as I think this is one of the highest up sort of like my personal I'm looking forward to this month games coming out, just because it's action packed, it's parkour, it's got a pretty good solid story, and they have worked incredibly hard on this to get it to where it is. So I'm looking forward to seeing what this ends up being. Next up is Tico Frenzy, drum to the beat of the rhythm of the night. Yeah, this one's just another sort of drumming rhythm game. I'm not sure if this one particularly appeals to me, I'm going to be honest with you, but I do like the cartoony style of it and stuff. It looks like it's very stylized throughout this, but let me know if you are going to download this in the comments down below. Next up, Trackcraft is making its way to the main store, and I'm honestly stupid excited about this. This is one of the very top end mixed reality games, and not only that, they've now completely made this into like a solid VR game as well. You can literally build your own tracks, go absolutely crazy building them out across your room in mixed reality or in virtual reality. Then you get to race them. There's also a bunch of licenses that you can do in this as well, which is kind of like the main fixed stuff, so that if you don't feel creative and want to build a bunch of tracks, you can still do a bunch of fun things in there. There's now multiplayer in the VR side of things as well, which also adds to it. So there's just a ton of cool things about this game, and honestly, it's just a really fun one to jump into and just lose like 40 minutes, an hour, and come out of it happy and do the same again another day. Next is Tomb Explorer. Well, this one's a very indie looking game coming to PCVR, and honestly it looks pretty interesting. This is one that just caught my eye as I was going through a Steam page, and yeah, it just looks like you're essentially becoming Lara Croft, or a mixture of Lara Croft and of course Indiana Jones. But nonetheless, I'm looking forward to trying this one for myself. It looks quite interesting. Let me know what your thoughts and opinions are in the comments down below. And last but not least, on our guaranteed we know are coming out this month is Astro Hunters. This is a PvPvE game. Honestly, it looks really freaking dope. This is like an extraction shooter essentially, that you're going to get in there, have to kill off a bunch of people, and then get the hell off of that planet. Now the cool thing about this is there's a ton of different sort of environments and different cool things that are going to go on within those environments while you're dealing with what you're dealing with. And honestly, I've played this, it's pretty dang fun when I tried this in the test session, and on top of that, like, this game just looks really promising to me. Definitely have this one on your list of ones to download when it drops. Now we're going to move into some exciting stuff because we have some maybes. Now I only say maybes because, well, I don't have definitive dates on these things. I don't think they exist yet. The only things that we know is that specifically the next game I'm going to talk about is coming out in sort of summer, and I would assume this will be a pretty good time either this month or probably next month that this game's going to come around. But these are only educated guesses, not guarantees. So Hitman 3 VR Reloaded. Now this has been teased for a little while. We know that in the game showcase we're going to get some good footage of this, and that means early next month there's like the VR game showcase going to be happening. And yeah, this is why I'm kind of putting 2 and 2 together and pretty much guessing it'll either be the end of this month or maybe early next month. Either way, I'm very excited to check this out, as it has been fully from the ground up finally been built for VR, not a tagged on add-on. So I'm really looking forward to seeing some more footage of this, and as soon as we do, of course, I will share it with you. I cannot wait to play this for myself. And final and last on the list is ZeroC Caliber 2. Well, it was delayed, so I'm kind of hoping that means it's going to come out this month. I don't know whether it's this month or next month specifically, but just know that it is coming pretty soon. I obviously will update you guys and girls every single Friday anyway in my Friday update videos, so if you like this type of style of video, don't worry, every single Friday I will talk to you about the new games coming out this week, next week, and of course some of that juicy VR gaming news. So stick around the channel if you like this kind of thing. Other than that, guys, that is going to do it for things that are coming out this month. Of course there will be more that I've either forgotten or haven't been announced yet, and then I will announce those in those Friday videos. So if you want to keep on track of everything that's coming out this month and like mini reviews of everything, stick around the channel. Friday's your day. Other than that, peace out, have a lovely month, enjoy some VR games, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!